We are bringing a celebrity's idea to life. This is the business idea and this is the celebrity. So the idea is flat white or fuck off. A coffee shop concept that sells one type of coffee and one type of coffee only, the flat white. Anything else, fuck off. So let me tell you the full story about how this came to be. On the 26th of February, Rory Sutherland goes on the Great Company podcast with Jamie Lang, and he says this.
I haven't told you about flat white or fuck off, have I? My other business idea, which is that the Starbucks experience is great if you've got 45 minutes to spare, but at a railway station it's completely wrong, okay? Because you want to get a coffee, pay, and get the hell out of there so you can catch your train.
Yeah.
Right? So my idea is you only serve flat whites, you make them in advance, people pick one up, they tap with their card, they pay, they go off, and if you ask for anything other than the flat white, the answer is in the name. Okay?
That is such a good idea.
Because you've got a train to catch, and then the person in front of you demands some ice-based drink that requires whipped cream and a whole load of... Yeah, that's wrong. Airports, railway stations, flat white or fuck off.
It's fantastic.
Now, if you don't know who Rory Sutherland is, he's an incredibly well-known thinker on human behavior. You may have seen him on podcasts, on TikToks, and he's vice chairman of a company called Ogilvy. Best-selling author, TED speaker, TikTok star, blah, 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 blah. The list goes on. So on this podcast with Jamie, he explained how the Starbucks experience is great if you have the time. But if you don't have time, the requirements for a drink are different. And there should be an alternative to serve the most common drink at speed. I did some research, and statistically, the flat white is the most common drink in the UK. I looked at the data and it said that it's 22.3%. So when you break this idea down, what he's saying is serve statistically the most popular drink at speed. And if you don't want that drink, fuck off. Now, fast forward to a few weeks ago. I was doom scrolling on LinkedIn like most of the people who are on that platform, and I saw a post from a connection I'd never actually spoken to called Charlie Hurst. He posted a brand concept around this idea and it went viral. Here's what he posted. Now, it's pretty important to say I don't actually know Charlie, never met him, never spoken to him, but I thought I'd just reach out to him and say hello. Now, my day job is creating websites and web apps for clients that are used as prototypes or MVPs, which are minimum viable products, to test the market and bring tech ideas to life. So when I saw this, I thought it'd be an amazing opportunity to bring what I do in the tech world to the real world. I've always wanted to do this with a physical product. So I messaged him and I said this. I really like the flat white idea. Would you actually want to do it? Out there idea, but we could get a van, go to London, film it, go viral, fuck it. Simple as that. And also, I'll be completely honest, I didn't actually know at the time that someone else had said it. I thought this idea was Charlie's and Charlie's alone. I didn't know it was Rory's. So when I reached out to him, I thought he'd just created this amazing brand, and I thought, fuck it, let's do it. And then Charlie responded. He said, thanks. It's a great concept. One that I enjoyed thinking of for its crude, rushed, handwritten font, abrasive tone of voice, and overall look and feel. It's based off something that Rory Sutherland said on the Jamie Lang podcast, describing a chain that only serves flat whites, nothing else. And then he sent a link to the podcast. He then said if we could get Rory involved, it'd be even more viral, as he has massive connections in the creative industry, but he does feel wrong about doing this without his blessing. So I responded and said, if I could get to Rory and get him to say yes, would you want to do it? And then Charlie said, I'd be up for developing a brand and making it if Rory wanted to. Now, as I said earlier, I don't actually know Charlie, so I don't know what he thought about this. I don't know whether he thought I was real, trying to scam him, or just some weird random on the internet trying to sell him something. I didn't know. So when Charlie said this, I thought, this is pretty doable. In the past, I've actually seen a lot of campaigns where people have gone online and reached out to celebrities on social media to try and get something from them. And although now I think about it, maybe that's because I only see the successful ones, not the ones that failed. But anyway, it's too late to dwell on that now. I thought that due to the original nature of that clip going viral and then Charlie's post going viral, that there was a slight chance that this could work due to the connections I have on LinkedIn. And even if it didn't work, it would just fade into the obscurity of social media, so no one would remember anyway. Overall, in my mind, this was a relatively low risk and high reward scenario. I also believe that the chance of getting to him was quite high because this concept had proven its virality in the past. Firstly through multiple shorts on YouTube, TikTok and Instagram with the Jamie Lang podcast clips, and then when Charlie created his post on LinkedIn, which I reached out to him about, that was viral as well. I thought that a campaign to get someone famous was something people could get behind, and seeing as though this concept had already gone viral quite a few times on its own, the nature of the content and the concept, that was what would go viral. Not me, nothing to do with me. I just believed that this had a high chance of getting to him. And the funny thing was, I was wrong. I put this post out, and this post did not go viral. It actually performed pretty poorly. I spent the entire day at the computer watching the impressions slowly grow, and it got to like about 4,000 in the end, so not particularly good. and I was waiting for Rory to get in touch and say, of course you can do it. But then at 6 p.m, I'd given up, I went to the gym, and I got an email through of someone connecting me to Rory who knew him, a guy called Nicholas. And at the same time, I got a tweet directly from him himself. It all kicked off at 6 p.m. It's a funny one because my LinkedIn channel is by far my biggest social media channel. I've been posting on it for 9 years, I got around 12,000 followers, which is pretty good by LinkedIn standards. The post got 4,000 impressions, but I also posted on Twitter where it got 3 impressions. I never used this account, I got 77 followers, that tweet got 3 impressions, and the funny thing was Rory was one of them. I posted, Rory, can we have your blessing? And he responded, blessed. So now the race is on. We want to get this done in December. In terms of logistics, we need 4 things: a location, a way to serve coffee, people to serve the coffee, and coffee. And in terms of the brand, we need 2 things: major hype and Rory to get involved, the man himself. Right, so that was part 1 of how this came to be, the inception of the idea. We're actually doing this in real time, so I'm posting this as quickly as I can, but now we're going to do part 2, which is planning it.
All that remains for me to say is to wish Tom and Charlie the best of luck bringing Flat White or Fuck Off to life.